Hello. I know a groovy place deep within your mind.
So I'm going to do a video series all about my rebuild of this Robocop suit that I've got. Now there's another video somewhere on my channel where I mentioned this Robocop suit that I'm working on. But what I wanted to do is have a video series taking it from start to finish because it's going to be a huge project. So a little bit of a backstory behind it. Myself and a friend came across the owner of this suit in New Zealand. It's pretty rare to find something like this, especially as we've both been quite interested in getting hold of a Robocop suit. It was just pure chance that we found it when we did. And this chap has kindly let us borrow his suit with the agreement that we will repair it, rebuild it and repaint it, and he'll let us have it for free to do that, and we'll also be able to make molds from it and then cast our own suits from those molds. So it's a bit of a win-win really. The guy that owns the suit gets a brand new reconditioned suit out of it, and myself and my friend get brand new suits ourselves without the cost of having to buy them. They are extremely expensive to buy, multi-thousands of dollars. And this particular suit that we've got hold of is actually cast from the studio molds that were used in the first movie for one of the stunt suits, or from various suits that were used in the movies. This suit was put together from those molds. It's a chap in the UK that made them. He actually was one of the designers and builders of the original suit for the 1987 movie. So when the movie was wrapped, he managed to get hold of some of the molds, he kept them, and he continued making them and selling them. Now this particular one that we've got was in extremely poor condition when we got it, and that's not the fault of the guy that owned it. He got it in this condition himself. It used to be owned by a hire shop, and they obviously had people that were using it that didn't take good care of it. So there were lots of pieces that were extremely badly damaged. The cast itself was pretty poor to start with. There was a lot of missing details, and in fact I suspect it might have been a recast of one of the original suits, given that the quality of it was so poor. Now I'm starting this video series a bit weirdly because I've already actually finished some of the pieces, but finished the back and the lower legs. What I've got here are one of the thighs. Now you can actually see on it some of the work that I've already done. It's got body filler and fiberglass already built into it, so this is where pieces of it were missing. And what I've also done is I've drilled out the rivets that were holding in the strapping system that would have been used to hold the whole suit together. It's just these kind of horrible nylon straps and Velcro, and they're very old. And nylon strapping is not a particularly good solution to use for things like knee joints, because it means that they wobble all over the place and they look really rubbish. So those have all been drilled out, and the next step will be to fill in those holes that I've made by drilling out the rivets, and to fill in any of the other small kind of bubbles and divots and things like that. So yeah, let's do that. I've got this little measuring cup that I made here, just with a sticker and some lines on it. What that means is that I can put another cup in the top of it here, and I can measure out the right quantities of the fiberglass resin versus the hardener, the 4:1 ratio, and it means that I don't have to have lots of cups with this gradation on, because this is the one that gets used and this one gets kept for the next one. It's a patented idea, that's mine. Use it if you like. So I find it easier to put the resin in first. I don't really need to make very much. I'm just kind of filling in a few holes. A little bit of that. go. Give it a stir. Now what I'm also going to do is put some of this fumed silica in there. And I'm also just going to get my respirator. So when you've mixed in the fumed silica with your fiberglass resin, I'd say you probably need to put about twice as much fumed silica as you do resin, so you need to use quite a lot. What you get is a very sticky paste, and it can be as dry or as liquidy as you like, depending on how much silica you put in. But being a paste, it's much easier to apply than when it's a liquid resin.
Evening meal where you can be yourself and do just what you feel. Oh baby, take my hand, 'cause life is so unreal. La la la.
What I've done is I've gone over as many pieces, as many parts of the thighs as I can spot that need filling in. There was a bit of building up that needs to be done around these vents here. They look really messy now, but hopefully once they're shaped, you'll be able to see what I was trying to achieve. And now all I've got to do really is wait, so that's all you can do for now.
You may find your own little paradise, a groovy place where we can sing and dance, enjoy an evening meal, where you can be yourself and do just what you feel. Oh baby, take my hand, 'cause life is so unreal.